Hey, it's James, Father's Rights and Resource, hashtag how I got custody. I did a video on this earlier. I got blocked by TikTok because I guess I wasn't nice. TikTok allows 7-year-olds to be booty clapping hoes and all kinds of nasty, crazy stuff, macabre stuff, crazy stuff, people threatening to kill people and all that stuff. But if you use a couple cuss words and tell somebody, you know, they're being a crybaby or whatever, because they don't want to fight for their own kids, then you get blocked or you get a video ban. So I'm going to do the nice version of this. This guy on YouTube, he said that I'm disrespectful on a very sensitive, I forgot the word, what he said, very sensitive subject. Basically, you know, people are going through their family court case. It's a rough time. So this is to him, but also to any haters out there. People don't like my channel because I'm not nice in my tone sometimes when I'm telling guys to grow a pair and fight for their kids, because there's really no other choice in this stuff. So first and foremost, like I already did this in a recent, I think the most recent video. This is war over your kids. You're going to war over your kids. Now, you're not shooting with bullets, but you're going through intense psychological warfare, the games and tricks and manipulation. You know, if somebody's falsely accused of a crime, you're going to psychological and legal warfare, because it's something where you got to exert all your time, energy, and heart and soul. You know, if you have a defense attorney or defense team, like the O.J. Simpson case, he had a team of, you know, he had a dream team of attorneys. Some say he bought his freedom. Others say, you know, that he just had a good defense. Either way, there's plenty of cases of either side of that issue that just came to the forefront, and everybody had their mind made up as to whether he was guilty or not guilty ahead of time. I went back and forth a few different times. But his team of attorneys had to eat, sleep, and drink and think his case. Now, those attorneys, you know, their career's on the line, their reputation's on the line. They want to put a great effort forward because it was a high-profile case and it's televised live for 9 months throughout America. But they didn't have to do that. They could have gotten away with it, and somebody else's freedom was at stake, and they could have put a decent effort forward, and they still would have been doing their job to a point. But those guys went all out. The prosecutor had a little bit of a problem because, for those of you who are aware of it or watched a movie or a documentary, one of the biggest climactic parts of the O.J. Simpson trial was the glove they found at the scene of the murder. They had him put it on to fit it, and it didn't fit. The glove went down, and he was pulling on it and trying to get it down. He couldn't. The prosecutor was stupid because they should have tried it on him before trial. So they screwed up and really dropped the ball and did some stupid stuff. And then O.J. Simpson's, anyway, the guys had to, my point is, those guys had to go all out. If you're representing yourself or trying to light a fire under your attorney, you're not dealing with somebody else's freedom. You're not dealing with somebody else's case that doesn't affect you. Like, you know, I'm sure his defense team cared about the case, but they weren't going to jail or prison or getting the death penalty. I can't remember if California had a death penalty there or not. So they didn't really have to care that much, yet they did. How come you can't care enough to fight like that for your kid? I don't understand that. When father after father after father after father calls me over 23 years and gives me excuse after excuse after excuse, I can't fight for my kid. I can't keep my kid on my own quarter at a time. The mom will get mad. Think about what a crazy, punkish, I'm trying to use my words carefully because I don't want to waste my time on a video. Think about that. I don't want to go spend time with my kids when I have a court order. I've had countless guys who have done that before because the mom withheld them and said, you can't have them anymore. I don't like you right now. I'm mad at you. You got a new girlfriend. And guys just quit and surrender. That is inexcusable to me. Now, when somebody comes to me and wants some help and said, yeah, I was being a sucker or a bum or lazy or scared or a coward, and you want to move forward, I'm not going to just beat you over the head. If I bring it up, like, why don't you just go pick up your kids? Oh, well, she'll get mad. Or I could do that? Like, why would you think a court order, I said this in the other video, I think. Why would you think with a court order, the court system is on your side? Why would you not be able to pick? This is insane. And so guys continually give me insane excuses why they won't fight for their kids. And the Shay guy is whining and crying and pissing and moaning that I'm disrespectful. You think, am I supposed to, as a man who devoted and surrounded his entire life around his kid and fought for his kid with everything that he had, and then when he became a single parent, he devoted his life to his kid? Now, I wasn't the greatest father ever, but I was there. And then I got dragged into court for 20 years after I got full custody. Most of you guys, after you win or I help you win, I never hear from you ever again because you moved on with your life and you had a great benefit. I've had people who've dived into my case who are really going through a lot of you guys, you're suffering because you got a restraining order or you're falsely accused and you lost one hearing and you're ready to quit on your case. I went through 100-something hearings over 20 years, went to the Court of Appeals several times. I went 2 for 5. I could have been 3 for 6 if I would have done one appeal. I'm doing an appeal in a totally different matter right now that I'll get back to you on. And this Shay, this female dog, Shay, is crying that I'm disrespectful because I don't like seeing guys making excuses. I don't like it when a guy says, I cannot fight for my kids. I cannot pick up my kids on my time. I used to have every weekend with the kids, and then the mother said no, and we don't have a court order, so I'm scared to pick up the kids at the school. You acted like the father of your kids last week. The mother says, I own the kids. You are my little biatch slave. Obey me and don't pick up your kids. Would you do that? Would you obey the mother if she said that while you're married and you guys had a fight one night? I'm taking the kids and I'm going to my mom's house and you can't see them for a while. Would you think that that's okay? I'm supposed to respect that? That Shay guy, I went to his page. If you look at his page, all he has is Madden football and gaming stuff on his page, which tells me he's one of those, I don't know, I assume he's in his mid-20s at least, if he has a kid. Maybe he's in his 30s. All he does is game. I don't understand a grown man gaming. I understand doing it here and there in entertainment. I don't understand somebody being obsessed with games. That's not me. If you do it for whatever reason, that's fine. I've played my share of video games and it's like, okay, I'm sitting around doing absolutely nothing, accomplishing nothing. I don't want to sit here and do this all night or all day. And I'm supposed to respect some Homer Simpson couch bum who plays games all day and says, I don't like the way you're talking. I wanted to come to your page and have somebody coddle me and hug me and spoon with me and caress me and soothe my soul. We're in a war. Someone declared war on you over your kids, and you're going to say, I can't fight. I don't want to fight. It's hard. It hurts. I'm hurt. My vagina hurts. And I went through hell, and I went through stuff with zero information except for a little tidbit here and there, and I'm giving you guys 100 times the information. You're without an excuse to not fight for your kids. So if you have a football coach and you do a half-ass effort, he's going to chew you out and pull you off the field. If you are sloughing off at work or not showing up for work, your boss will chew you out. How can you say that I'm the bad guy if I say grow some balls and act like a man like I did and other people did? Go to another page if